Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to EmoEnergetics Radio. Listen for ways to improve your health, improve relationships, or improve your personal performance. Join us and discuss how to reduce or eliminate negative emotions through emotional freedom techniques. I'm your host, Todd Kjelland, and welcome to the show. Hello everyone, thanks for watching this EFT EmoMoment. Today I will talk about using EFT to reduce or eliminate anxiety from your life. First of all, let's get the expert's definition of anxiety. It's a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome, or a desire to do something accompanied by unease. Some synonyms would be to worry or concern, care, or just a general uneasiness. Anxiety is one of those things that cover a broad spectrum of feelings, causes, and reactions. Most modern medicine simply wants to mask the symptoms by labeling them as some sort of anxiety disorder, and then prescribe drugs to numb the patient from feeling anything at all. EFT, on the other hand, gets to the root of the triggers to eliminate the anxiety before it turns into symptoms. On a side note, this is also a starting point in fighting addictions, because an addiction is used as a common mechanism to mask the negative feelings that we feel as anxiety. Since anxiety covers so many aspects of feelings, it is hard to tell from where it derives. So we will start where in the body it is mostly felt. It is felt in the solar plexus or the stomach area. Why? Because this is our judgment area of the body. The stomach is the center that breaks down all our food and judges to where in the body it is needed. It is proven that the stomach is made of the same gray matter as the brain that holds memories consciously and subconsciously. So if we hold on to our negative emotions, the stomach picks that up and alerts us in the form of anxiety. So naturally, we feel anxiety here because we have to make a judgment on the negative feelings or emotions that we store there, whether they are real or imagined. Now, also note that stress is simply a constant underlying anxiety that has been dealt with over a long period of time, and panic is a burst of anxiety in a very short period of time. So to me, they are all the same thing. Now, 7 of the most common categorized forms of anxiety, according to the experts, would be GAD, which is generalized anxiety disorder, or social phobia, panic disorder, agoraphobia, or any phobia in general, PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, and OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. Now, in my opinion, anxiety is way overanalyzed and overlabeled, and it boils down to the simple fact of our bodies trying to digest the negative emotions that are stuck in our judgment seat, or, again, our stomach area. So at first glance, it appears that since it's felt in the judgment seat area, that this is the place to start looking for trapped emotions to tap on. And sometimes it can be. So we can tap on issues relating to judgment of others, judgment of self, criticism of ourselves, or criticism from others placed upon us, fault finding, and fear and disappointment are a few of the things. But digging deeper, we find that the actual feeling of anxiety is felt as a result of the adrenal glands secreting the adrenaline that is now carrying our elevated emotions as it goes through the stomach for judgment and distribution. If we don't dispose of the negative emotions, it stays trapped in our stomach's memory cells and can cause things like ulcers or other stomach issues. Some of the negative emotions that do get processed leave the stomach as an acid and is distributed to other areas of the body as a poison. The adrenal glands are found in the small of the back, or in the body's area we call the power of strength. The adrenals are very sensitive and react accordingly to our elevated emotions or memories, even our imagined future thoughts, thus producing that feeling of fight or flight, or in other words, it produces our anxiety. The adrenals are triggered by mostly negative emotions such as rage, anger, fear, as well as jealousy, hate, or struggles for success, power, or position. They are also triggered by trauma, as in PTSD victims. Now, every time you have an experience that triggers your adrenals, the emotion you are feeling is amplified, and then it's stored in an amplified state and felt as anxiety in the memory of your stomach. That is why after a traumatic event, those memories seem so much more powerful, real, and uncontrollable. When highly emotional or sensitive people, or empaths, overwork their adrenals, whether it is a result of their own emotions or taking on other people's negative emotions, it can be felt as anxiety and a reduction of strength occurs. That is why we feel so tired after being around negative people. So we need to rid ourselves of the burdens of negative thoughts and memories that include emotional debris like suspicion, doubt, fear, ingratitude, self-pity, hurt feelings, impatience, jealousy, envy, condemnation, revenge, injustice, and just overall bitterness. If we don't, our body will overwork our adrenal system and we lose strength. And when we are in a constant state of anxiety or stress, we are depleting ourselves of adrenaline. And what happens when we run out of adrenaline? Death occurs. So when you're looking for events or memories to tap on to reduce your anxiety, start with identifying negative emotions, just as we mentioned, that triggers your anxiety. Is it a fear or an event or a specific memory or future thought? It may very well be a combination of all of them, although I would say most anxiety is a result of a fearful memory. Let's do a round of tapping on general anxiety. Remember though, the more specific you are using EFT, the faster the results. Okay, remember, first to take a SUDS level on your specific anxiety, and then substitute your issue in the place of the word anxiety. Remember, we're going to tap on the karate chop point and go through our setup phrase. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply and completely love and accept myself and accept all the good in my life. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply and completely love and accept myself and accept all the good in my life. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply and completely love and accept myself and accept all the good in my life. This anxiety, 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 this anxiety. Now, to further reduce anxiety in your life, and as you develop your spiritual and mental strength, so your adrenals don't have to work so hard, use positive verbal affirmations pronouncing negative situations as good. I know that sounds crazy, but you do not fear those things that are good, thus further reducing your anxiety or stress. Remember, the light always overtakes the darkness. And with that thought, you free yourself from the burdens of negative words, thoughts, and emotions, and your body will stop trying to give you added strength and deplete your vibrant life source. Thanks for watching. I'm Pastor Todd. For more information or to schedule a private EFT session, visit emofreelife.com.